Yo, what's good, everybody? He's Maestro Styles. I'm Trey, Fraser. Welcome to the Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast here.
When we talking about the dunk contest, because Aaron Gordon, who lost last night to
Derrick Jones Jr.
When, in my opinion, he was robbed, and I know you don't feel the same.
Right.
Because Aaron Gordon, he had not with the taco dunk, but he might have had a top 5 dunk last night.
You can argue, and really not argue, but every dunk that he made got a 50.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken there.
Except
with the
for
exception of the
I believe
final
so.
one, which
so.
was the taco
Uh-huh.
dunk there. So the argument could be made that he should have won this long before it got to that final dunk. You know what I mean? Derrick Jones Jr. was great too. But I thought from beginning to when they had to break the tie, Aaron Gordon was the better dunker. His dunks were a little more spectacular than Derrick Jones Jr., even though Derrick Jones Jr. had some spectacular dunks himself.
Even though I do want to give a shout out to Pat Connaughton.
Which
White
one
man
was
can't
it?
jump dunk.
Yes.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was.
That was fire.
That was definitely.
That was fire.
So who was the one that bounced it off the side of the backboard?
With the reverse?
Who was that?
That was Aaron Gordon.
That was Aaron Gordon.
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
I couldn't remember.
He had the dunk of the night, and even with him not clearing Taco 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Even that dunk was. I don't think Derrick Jones had a better dunk than those two dunks.
I agree with that.
Than those two dunks, meaning the reverse, the off the side of the backboard reverse tomahawk, or the joint where he lost when he jumped over Taco. Those two dunks were better than anything Derrick Jones did all night.
I think for me, the two dunks, well, actually 3 dunks I want to get to. The two, obviously, where he bounces the ball off the side of the backboard. Now, the second one where he bounced it off the side and it kind of went toward the side there.
Mm-hmm.
That took a special kind of English to really get that down in terms of the timing and the angle in which the ball bounces off so that he could catch that and throw it down.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing in itself. The taco dunk, and here's why I disagree with folks that say Aaron Gordon was robbed. When you bring out a 7-foot, whatever, taco, however tall taco is.
Tallest man, probably the tallest man in the building.
Probably. To me, you got to clear the guy. And I know Taco bent his head down as Aaron Gordon was coming over top of him. But to me, when you bring that guy out, I'm like, yo, you got to clear the guy. You got to clear him 100%. And he didn't clear him. Now, he threw it down, which was great. But he didn't clear him, and I thought and I think it was Bozeman that gave him the 9 or the 8 on that dunk.
I don't know.
I know it was somebody on that far side of the bench there on the judges list, but to me it was like, yeah, you didn't clear the guy, and the dunk was great, but he touched him. I'm sorry.
I don't think, like I said, and we'll get into the conspiracy theory because. As it was reported on ESPN, like I said, I saw it this morning.
Right.
The panel of judges came to a conclusion that they were planning to make this a tie, irregardless of what dunk was done. And I guess obviously if it was just a flat out terrible dunk.
Right.
But they wanted to see a sudden death dunk off Derrick Jones Jr. versus Aaron Gordon.
Right.
And actually, the person who leaked it was Common.
Mm-hmm.
Common told some reporter that...
Who was a judge.
Yeah, who was a judge. He told some reporter that the reason why Derrick Jones Jr. won and instead of it just being a dunk off is because some mathematical error or mathematical miscommunication that happened between
they didn't determine who was going to throw out which particular number so that it added up to whatever the number needed to be.
It needed to be 48, and they gave the Derrick Jones 48 to 47 because of the mathematical miscommunication or error, however you want to call it.
Right.
I wish, for the sake of the culture, that they wouldn't have messed that up, because low key, this was one of the better dunk contests we've had, obviously, since Aaron
3
Gordon
years
versus
ago.
Zach LaVine.
Yep.
But in the long list of garbage as dunk contests we've had since, you know,
for a long time.
I don't know how y'all
man.
felt though, because some people feel like the Dwight Howard, Nate Robinson dunk contests, those days were good.
Those were good.
I'm
even the Blake jumping over the car.
Yeah, see, those
That
had
was a
moments.
little-
I don't think those were
it was a
good
moment.
dunk contests.
Right.
The last good dunk contest in my mind was Vince Carter when Steve Francis was in it, and it was somebody else I'm forgetting. That was the last, like, it was, so is that one.
Where
then it's 2016.
Yeah,
and then it's this year.
It's got to be a dunk contest where all 4 participants had spectacular dunks.
Well, if that's the case in this one, because Dwight Howard he had a trash ass dunk.
Oh, I was about to say that was garbage.
So if that's the case, this wasn't a historical one, but this was a historical one because
it was because of those 2 guys.
It was because
and Connaughton
Connaughton
too.
had
Connaughton had his moment.
He had a moment. That black white man can't jump dunk he had a moment. Was fire.
Sure.
It was a good dunk. It was a good, you know.
But because of those 3 guys, this is what made this dunk contest.
I mean,
something for the history books.
If you want to cape, then, I mean, I guess him pulling off the having the Kobe Bryant on his Superman insignia was cool, but the dunk was trash.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't care for Dwight being in the dunk contest. To be honest with you.
But we know why. You know why he had to be there, though.
Of course.
Yeah, nobody else wants to be there, and he's Dwight Howard. And by the way, side note, Dwight Howard's having a good year this year. This is the kind of year he was going to have for the Wizards last year.
And I'll be honest with you. Watching him dunk last night, I expected something to be super ugly because he's 34 years old.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we've seen him have the type of hops that he had back when he was in Orlando.
Yeah.
The dunk they weren't as gruesome as I expected it to be, but the dunk was still a relatively
trash dunk.
It was on a higher level of ugly.
It wasn't creative. It was just a regular dunk.
It was just simple, and I think he kind of planned that because I think he knows at his age he can't do but so much spectacular.
I mean, his dunks wasn't super creative back then. You know what I'm saying? He had the
Superman cape is what sort of made it what it was.
Yeah, so. I mean, it was more about the semantics that led into the dunk more than it was a dunk, really, anytime. Except that time when he threw it and it looked like kind of like Michael Jordan throwing it in Space Jam that one year.
Yeah, right.
That was a fire dunk. I think he did one where he dunked 2, like had one on this side and then dunked one on the other side one year, I think. Okay. I think that was a good one. I could count like maybe 2 good dunks he's had in his career of dunk contest competitions. But this year, he was just there as a novelty.
I just think,
he was just there as a novelty.
I didn't expect much.
But the dunk contest was good this year. Better, like I said, pretty much since 2016. This was one of the better dunk competitions, man. So I definitely, but they got to find a way to do this again.
Oh, absolutely.
For real, like if they got like Derrick Jones Jr. versus Aaron Gordon, for real.
Right. And I know that Aaron Gordon said that he's not going to do the contest anymore. Somebody has got to reconvince this guy, hey, look, this is one of the most spectacular dunk contests in a pretty long time. You're one of the premier dunkers in the league. You got to come back. At least
one of the premier dunkers that's going to participate.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's got to come back and find a way to, for the culture, for business, for everything that has to do with the NBA.
Yeah,
he's got to come back and do this again. And the same with Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah. Well, Derrick Jones Jr. ain't got to come back in my... What has to happen is, for me, Derrick Jones Jr. versus Aaron Gordon, it ain't got to be All-Star game. It got to be somewhere.
There's got to be something.
It got to be a dunk-off somewhere.
There's got to be something.
Between them two, we go... 4 dunks.
Yeah, street ball or something.
4 dunks. Let's just go like that and see who the better dunker is, because the fact that
the league ain't gonna let that slide though. especially if money's involved.
Yeah.
They want that on display.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway.
No. I want it to be where we can all see it.
Yep.
But it needs to happen, man, because I'm not cool with the results of this. That should have been a dunk off. Should have been a tie. Because when they at the point where they had their worst dunks of the night.
Yep.
You know, it happened because of some mathematical miscommunication.
Yeah.